All right. Welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back. Game 511, yay! Which is Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King on the PS2. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Excuse me. A little bit of a cold there still going. Firebird, Lover, how's it going? Shiro, hello. Servo. Baines, how's it going? Sea Burial, thank you so much for the 3 months of awesome support, and thank you for the kind words. Yeah, definitely enjoy doing this. This is a lot of fun. Zerodine, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. We got a voyage, as long as it's not a whale's voyage. Mafia Box walks in, see a whale in the torture room. Whale, whale. Look who we got here. God, whale's voyage. Let's just hope I never run into a game that's worse than Whale's Voyage in the quest. Because, man, I know. That would just suck. Hey, Amelia. Translation of Tales of Fantasia X. Is that like a remaster of Tales of Fantasia? Which, of course, was Japan only, because we only get the worst version. Yeah, it was a thank you. A partnerversary. How many years has it been since I hit partner? It's been a few. Rise of Eternia seems like it could be worse. I mean, it looks like a mobile game, but sometimes it's one of those games where, it might look like crap, but maybe it plays good. But, I don't know. As long as it's playable. Whale's Voyage just isn't playable. It's like, it boggles the mind where they thought this was like a good console experience. But it's a game that's clearly, excuse me. Had to cough there. It's clearly designed for like an Amiga, I guess, PC of some kind with a keyboard and stuff, and a save system like a floppy disk save system. And they just like put it on a console. It was just bad. It's just so bad. Happy Purple Hat Day. Thank you. Today we gamble. Well, it depends if we can unlock the second casino. I don't know how much more we need to do. I've basically explored the Western continent at this point, so we just need to continue the story. Right now, story-wise, so the dude who owned the casino, he's supposedly dead. I don't know if he's dead or maybe we'll find out. He's probably been like transformed like the king and whatnot. Then we went to the Dark Ruins. They sent some people to follow Dhoulmagus. Dhoulmagus went to this this dark, this magical dark area, and we need to get this mirror from this kingdom to dispel the darkness. And we're at the kingdom now, so I'm sure they're totally not going to get us to step through 50 other hoops before we can unlock that Dark Ruins and eventually unlock the casino, but we'll see. So, it won't be any gambling right away, but I'm sure there will be some eventually. At least now we have the saber tooth, so that'll speed up travel on the overworld anyways, so that'll help a bit. King Clavius has an elder brother called El Trio. Well, apparently he gave up his title and everything and left Argonia. I don't know why, though. Was Clavius the one who had a crush on Jessica? Apparently, because Charles is scared of lizards, so he tried to avoid doing the initiation. What a story started of affairs. But with the cowardly prince and the chancellor, good-for-nothing's son, Lorenzo, this country is really going to the dogs. Yeah, we're totally not going to have to do that rite of initiation or whatever. That totally won't happen. What's my alchemy? Do I have anything cooking right now? I don't remember. No. Still have a bunch of recipes we need to make eventually. We can buy a partisan, but I need to find some sand. Gold nugget would be the next prize in the mini medals. Dragon Tail Whip, I tried Snakeskin Whip with a dragon scales and dragon dung. That didn't work, so I'll probably need 2 dragon scales. Just need to get a second one. Guess I could probably just go grind on rock bombs until they eventually drop the thing, but I doubt the staff is good at this point. Magical garment, we do have that magical vestment, but we don't have a scholar's cap. We have a tiring weapon, but we don't have a gold ring. So a lot of these were just missing like one piece. We need to find like a source of these things. Hey Saber, how's it going? It'd be really nice to find like a new... It's been a while since we got a club upgrade, and obviously Boomerang. It's been like a long time since I got a club upgrade for Yangus. Sledgehammer, when did I pick this up? It's like... at least like 4 towns back. They're even Just curious if this thing even turns into anything with the alchemy pot. Because that edged boomerang I could buy does have... It is used for recipe somewhere, but I've yet to find a recipe for it, so... Okay, so the sledgehammer is not upgradable, so that implies that... It's like swords. Swords don't seem... There's not too many swords that seem to be upgradable. The Streamblade is, but this Streamblade might just be because of that whole ring thing. You get a tie-ring weapon plus the... Well, most of the other swords usually aren't alchemizable. So, like, the vast majority of swords can't be used for alchemy. Seems like spears can... I guess the giant mallet can, so maybe I can make a new club, but... Like boomerangs, daggers... A lot of other weapons seem like most of their upgrades probably happen via alchemy. But swords definitely don't seem to. Of course, there's probably exceptions. There probably has like a strong sword that can be alchemized or whatever, but... A big piece of lasagna, nice. Heat Robert De Niro. So Ocean's 9, Ocean's 8. Yeah, it's been a while since we got a new sledgehammer, or new hammer. So, it'd be nice to get an upgrade. Maybe we'll find some recipes in this town. Still haven't really explored the town yet. It would be interesting. Prince Charles tried to do a runner to backride again, apparently. It's the first thing he does when he's stressed. He always turns to gambling. Sounds like more of a lowlife from Pickham than a prince. There was nothing in this town that was, like, decent to buy. I need to go back to a couple places too. I need to revisit Fairbury, see if that dude who kind of hides recipes hid a new one anywhere. But I need to go back to the spring, see if the princess has anything new to say. I haven't been able to get inside the castle up to now because Prince Charles is causing such a stir. I've only got in now and managed to get a hold of my permit for setting up shop during the bazaar. The bazaar means we might get some new stuff. This building is used for big events, but there's been nothing much going on lately. Big events. A leather cape. Play the piano. Play the organ. No, I can't play the organ. Boo. Did you know about the wasteland across the sea to the northwest of here? Nobody lives there. That's I guess the Dark Ruins area. You'll say there's a shrine in the middle. It's filled with the darkest powers in the world. A place everyone's been going to for years to perform dark rites, apparently. Well, the kind of people who go in for that sort of thing, I mean. Need to find a library with like 20 new recipes. That's what I need to find. I hardly believe it. It seems Prince Charles has been engaged from the minute he was born. His fiancée is the princess of a country on the other side of the ocean called Trode. People say she's a real beauty. Yep, she's got quite a long face. Hey, Masterette. Hey, LeShark. Thank you. I keep my voice down because I don't want to be overheard. I'm more than a little worried about the future where I think Prince Charles is ruling the roost. I mean, it's hard to believe he's King Clavius' son with looks like that. Clavius is so distinguished and handsome, while Charles is just, well, charmless, really. If it was just his looks that weren't up to scratch, it wouldn't matter, but it goes a lot deeper than that. Poor princess. Every time my husband opens his mouth, it comes up with something bad about Prince Charles. I can see where he's coming from, but still. Strong antidote. Hair band. An 80s hairband. I don't know. From the sounds of him, she might prefer being the horse. She definitely seems to have a thing for Lan when she turns back to, you know, to human. He's like the childhood friend of her or whatever, so... Which means, of course, she'll never win, because, you know, everybody knows childhood friends always lose in the end. And Lan has Yangus. There's an ancient ritual here in Argonia, where the prince has to prove he has what it takes to rule the kingdom after his father. Well, he does that by defeating a rare monster called an Argon Lizard and bringing back his jewels for his conquest. If he succeeds, he's recognized as the heir to the throne. Sort of a coming-of-age ceremony, I suppose. Gee, I wonder if we're gonna have to do that for somebody. Funny how badly you want the weekend to come? Guess what? You're already here. Yeah, I know, right? Well, anyway, sometimes you just need, you know, to unwind. That's the whole point of the weekend. Sleep in, just your body just gets some R&R. Like, you have all these plans, okay, I want to do this, this, and this, and then the weekend passes like, damn it, I did nothing. That's good. That means you relaxed. Yep. Time to ransack the place. Weekend ends on Wednesday. It's too short of a week of a vacation. It's a weird day to end it, though. So, like, do you start work back on Wednesday, or do you start working back on Thursday? I mean, I guess half a week is better than a full week. Wednesday? Alright, so you get 2 extra days off during the week. Did your vacation start halfway through the week? What? I'm trying to figure if that'd be better than having 2 full weeks. It might be. Half a week is always better than a full week. You can hardly keep the smile off my face during the bazaar. The place gets packed and my sales go through the roof. Ha ha ha. 30 days vacation. Nice. I go stir crazy if I take more than a week, but I mean, you went somewhere, so it's not like, you know, it's not like a staycation. It's always good if you have, like, somewhere to go on the vacation. But the news about Abbot Francisco and Manuel Abbey was being assassinated. What kind of person would drive a man of faith like that? When we have the bazaar, people come from all over the world to sell their things. The town square gets jam-packed. Yeah, when do we get the bazaar so I can buy some shit? Want all the shit. Oh, there's a magic mirror in Argonia that dispels darkness. You certainly know your stuff. Still, the royal family employs several magicians. I suppose it stands to reason there'd be a lot of magical items there. It sounds like Prince Charles is trying every trick in the book to get out of the initiation. Faking illness, shutting himself away, you name it. I suppose you can't really blame him for being scared. He has to take the jewel from one of those huge, fearsome Argon lizards, after all. This will make some cheese. I really haven't been using the cheese. I'm sure it's like most of it's garbage at this point. We have plenty of milk. Well, from what I know, like the regular cheese, the mild cheese are going to be like healing based. There's obviously the spicy cheeses give you like a fire breath attack. The icy cheeses are going to give you an ice breath attack. I'm not sure about the hard cheese. I haven't tried that one. And that chunky cheese. Chunky cheese, I think, was like, you know, protection against heat and cold. This one doesn't say anything. It's just hard dried cheese. Like, I've yet to try it. That'd be my guess too. Basically, stuff that doesn't really matter too much in battle because I could just cast spells that do basically the same thing, so... The only one that would be semi-useful, especially before we got multi-heal, was the healing one. But I never even tried those yet to see how much it actually heals. See the ruins up on the hill? Been disinherited. What does disinherited mean? Come on, new recipe. Freshening a little breeze. Yeah, it's the worst book. It's like, come on. Don't give me anything, just... Well, it makes a nice breeze. The ABCs. C's for cow. There's a drawing of a cow next to the letter. Wow. Roll books. Hey, Arietta. How's it going? She's fuck off, yeah. Disinherited. Disinherited, disenfranchised, and disinterested. There were a lot of messengers coming from Trode before the royal engagement was announced. But lately there haven't been any at all. I don't know why they stopped coming, but I have a bad feeling about this. But with Trode being so far away across the ocean, it's not easy to make contact with them over there all that quickly. Doesn't anybody have the zoom spell? Seems like relaying messages be super easy. Hey, Shubinator. Have you heard? It seems Prince Charles was so scared during the initiation he hid himself in a barrel. Ridiculous, isn't it? But the wedding would be off, and Princess Trode never got wind of it. Oh yeah, it was meant to be a secret. Don't tell anyone, okay? Can't believe that no-good jester escaped. I've got a feeling I'm going to regret the blunder for many a day. Well, I won't let him go when I see him next time. Not that I particularly want to see him again, of course. I'm sure my number was up at the time. It is a glorious chin. It's a very Toriyama chin. Actually, a very strange jester was here at the castle the other day. He sort of appeared out of nowhere. I haven't really paid him much attention with all the fuss Prince Charles was making at the time. But it's quite a big thing he was here, isn't it? It's my job to keep the castle safe, so I feel bad that I wasn't more on the ball. Magic mirror? No, I've never heard anything but like that. I want to know more about magic. You should ask one of the royal magicians. Let me know what you're talking about. Hey, Sunfall. Thank you, thank you. Where's all the barrels and all the recipe books? Need more recipe books, damn it. I believe they finally found Prince Charles hidden in a barrel of all things. It must be braver than we thought to endure so many days stuck in a tiny space like that. Is it this barrel? I'm supposed to be a maid, but until the other day, all I was doing was looking after Prince Charles. I thought it was a bit of a waste of time looking after him when he was probably long gone. He was actually inside the castle all along. They did a horrible job. How are you still here? You've already cleared over half your Snowden driveway to the magic of physics. Scuffed lines down the pavement through the snow with your shoes and a stick. The fiery ball of death. It's doing all your work for it. Yeah, I guess if you get like some nice, black pavement, it tends to warm up. Fairy Castle opens its doors to everyone. But please make sure we behave properly when inside the castle walls. Power of Albedo. I just heard this, but apparently there's some kind of agreement between Trode and Argonia. Say if a boy and girl are born in each kingdom, they have to marry. The agreement was made a long time ago, so Prince Charles and Princess Medea are fulfilling their vow their grandparents made. I wonder if it's what it's like to be engaged from the minute you're born. Do you think they're happy about it? I'm sure they totally are. They're ecstatic. Hey, Skuldruck. Thank you. Assuming that's the prince. That's his father, I'm assuming. Yeah, I was going to say. Better have some salt handy to melt the... At least, not necessarily melt, but just to give it some texture so it's not an ice rink afterwards. In Clavius' throne room is just inside. Make sure you're on your best behavior and don't do anything to disturb his highness. Yeah, I love in video games where they always let like a party of armed individuals into a throne room of a king that they've never, met before. You think they'd be a little more on edge. Just like using physics. Might as well. Book entitled Agility in You. Many items for increasing agility utilize agility ring as a fundamental ingredient. Take Mercury's bandana, for example. It's made by combining something that protects your head with an agility ring. Alright, well, we do have meteoritic bracer recipe, but we still haven't figured what that is, but this might be like a step above the agility ring. So bandana, I guess. Probably. Just in time. Yep, it's recipe time. Now it'll be something completely not obvious, like it won't be a bandana. Do we even have any bandanas? I must have. I know. Every time I hear the ding, it's like, yes! And then you realize the wagon isn't with you, you're just like, damn it, I'm gonna forget. Jelly ring plus probably bandana. So I'm assuming this is gonna be a headpiece, so that'll be good. Do I have a bandana? Why do I not have bandanas? Oh, they do. Hooray! Easy recipe. Something I probably could have, like, stumbled upon easily if I had tried some. It's nice when you get a recipe that you can make right away, and not one that's like, here's an item that you're probably not going to encounter for like another 50 hours. The true tales of the truly terrifying. Following is an absolutely true story. Heard of my friend's sister's cousin's uncle the other day. About a month ago, we went mushroom hunting in a forest to the east. On the way back, she noticed something was wrong. Birds were falling from the trees. Rabbits and fawns writhed and growled in agony. All of them were foaming at the mouth. The forest wasn't a place of peace, but on that day it was more like a hell on earth. What fiendish power is behind this devilry? They were all drunk. We found some fermented apples. That's when she noticed the song. An eerie and grotesque voice, like nothing she'd ever heard before, was issuing from holes in the ground. Moments later, her sight darkened and she swooned. When she came to, she was back in her own bed. Hunter had found her unconscious body and brought her back to the village. To this very day, she shudders to recall the scene. The worst part, she says, is that she can't get the words out of her mind. Dig, dug, dig, dug. Falling is totally true, honest. Yep. I swear this is true. Logbook entitled Prince Charles Observation Log. March 23rd. Prince was captured this morning. He had escaped from his room by fashioning a robot of his curtains. He was undoubtedly planning to head to the casino of Baccarat. Prince remains unrepentant. June 4th. Prince was captured this afternoon. He hid himself inside of a barrel, apparently with the intention of sneaking out of the city. He even prepared a special barrel with holes at the bottom, allowing him to move when nobody was looking. He's solid, Prince. The Prince can be surprisingly resourceful when he wants to be. Everybody knows a cardboard box would work better. Lots of people have been coming to the castle to get permits to this year's bazaar. Looks like there's going to be more stalls than ever. Can hardly wait to see the town square buzzing with content shoppers. Yeah, so can I. I want to go to the bazaar and buy a whole bunch of new shit. Got Prince Charles' room there. I can't help but worry he might try and run off again. We try to watch over him all the time. He moans and bawls like you wouldn't believe. His job would be the death of me. Is that the prince? I say, who are you? I don't believe you're members of the castle staff. How dare you enter the room of a royal prince without permission? Do you not realize who I am? Honestly, what nerve? I should call the guards in an instant, you know? You don't want to be manhandled by them. I suggest you leave immediately. What are you going to say to Jessica? I'll call the guards. The prince missed his chance at a puff puff. $30 gold coins. Oh, guess he's not going to the casino anymore. Funny recipe. Magazine called Big Boy Wonderland. Think you're a big boy? There's a secret club out there. It may just be what you're looking for. Oh my. We can't reveal the exact location here, but believe us, it is well worth the trip. If you happen to find it, make sure to ask for Puffy. He's dynamite with a short fuse. Wow. Oh, we need to go there. Just lie back and let her work her magic. Believe us, you'll never felt a pair like hers before. Oh yes, snuggling between them is like paradise on earth. You won't want to leave. Never found the Puff Puff place? I mean, I haven't seen it yet either, but... Is there a river? It's like, where's the river in the middle of the castle? View from the top of this town castle, or view of the town from the top of this castle is amazing, isn't it? It gets even better when the bazaar is on. You'll never seen such hustle and bustle. Oops, I'll be in trouble. I'm supposed to be making sure Prince Charles doesn't leave his room. What an amazing view. Path over here. Secret. Gotta find that jailer's key or whatever. 3 treasures. With like a mini medal, and then that's my list of places to revisit once we ever find that key. What's the place called? It started with an A. Oops. Nope. What's the triangle button? I'll try to open the door. Scampa? No. Argonia. Argonia Castle. You have so many treasure rooms to open once we find that key. Luckily, they're not like scattered all over the place like the magic key chests in the overworld. They're usually like in towns. Hey, Japan. Prince Charles. Poor princess. Good thing she's a horse. Both King Clavius and his older brother Etrio completed initiation with no fear whatsoever. But Prince Charles is such a coward, whining on about how lizards are so scary and frightening. Should be ashamed of himself. They are frightening and scary. So many places to visit. This is where I went last time. I didn't go see the king yet. How can we promise the prince he'll be safe during the initiation without sending soldiers along to protect him? It's no good. I just can't see how it's possible.
Your Majesty, are you feeling poorly?
Thank you, RPG fan.
Did those travelers cause you some trouble?
No, I'm fine. One of them reminded me of someone, but I must be mistaken.
King is terribly troubled at the moment because Prince Charles refuses to carry out the initiation. His Majesty even considered having guards escort him, but would hardly prove his ability to succeed the throne. Anything would prove just the opposite. Even new there. Thank you.
The magic mirror? But it's a precious royal heirloom. Why on earth do you require it? Explain yourself. I understand. However, as I have said, the magic mirror is a treasure of the royal family. I cannot simply give it to you.
I knew it'd say no.
C'est la vie, I suppose. It was a lot to ask.
So now what? How are we going to avenge my brother's death without that mirror?
If what you say is true, you must have survived a great many ordeals on your travels.
Andrina, thank you so much.
That means your fighting skills must be on a par with those of my soldiers.
Better, probably.
But Your Majesty, you can't possibly plan to use those travelers instead of royal guardsmen.
Well surmised, Chancellor. Listen to me carefully. I rule with a fair hand, but I cannot grant every request that is made of me. However, if the royal family owes someone a debt of gratitude, I consider it my duty to fulfill it. You need the magic mirror. Then accept my request. If you complete the task I set forth for you, you may have the mirror.
No deal.
Summon the prince!
What if we make sure the prince has an accident on the way there?
Majesty.
And that solve all the problems?
The request concerns my son, Prince Charles. To become king of Argonia, one must undertake a special initiation ceremony. There is some risk to life and limb, and the prince is unwilling to do it. As a father, the thought of putting my own son in danger pains me. But he must pass the initiation if he is to succeed me to the throne. It is the tradition of our kingdom. I was considering sending a detail of royal soldiers to protect him during the rite. However, I fear it will ruin his reputation. So my request is this. You outsiders will accompany my son to the royal hunting ground. Naturally, this would remain completely confidential. It is vital that everyone believes my son passed the initiation on his own.
Your Majesty, Prince Charles is...
He's dead? Alright, good. Moving on.
What is it this time?
The prince has run off again. I'm extremely sorry, Your Majesty. This is all my fault. I'll bring Prince Charles to Your Majesty as soon as we can find him. As your humble and faithful servant, I beg...
Off with his head.
You incompetent fool! Please pardon my outburst. But we cannot continue this discussion without my son.
Great minds think alike, Servo. Is he hiding in a barrel again? I mean, looking at the prince, that would have to be a pretty big barrel. I was holding on the prince's hand tightly so he wouldn't run away. He somehow slipped out of my grasp and rushed off. He is charmless. Alright, let's go find the prince again. Please, I'm in. Thank you so much. Gone up here yet. The lizards living in the ceiling of the room below this one. Every now and then, they drop down to the floor below. All places for Prince Charles to hide. He can't stand the sight of lizards. There's in the room below. I don't blame the prince for feeling this the way he does. It's a bit unfair to expect him to fight lizards when he hates them so much, initiation or not. I once saw a huge one in that storeroom the other day, actually. I tried to catch him, but he got away. I wonder if he got through a hole in there somewhere. Trying to pull out Munchie again. I can't remember his name there. Come on, recipes. Diary of female royal official. Of course I never go anywhere without wearing my scholar's specs. They're simply perfect for a commonly quick-witted girl like me. My hat. Oh, it's a disaster. So hideously uncultured. I only had a hat that reflected my superior intelligence the way my spectacles do. I guess this will be the sage's cap. I expect I can combine the scholar's spec with a hat to make perfect use of headwear. I simply couldn't bear to sacrifice them. What to do? I'll lie awake at night fretting about it. You know, it isn't easy being a beautiful genius. I don't know if I want to use up my scholar specs, but... Sure, we're cooking something right now in the alchemy pot, aren't we? Mr. Squeakers. So what kind of hat I'm gonna throw in with it. Probably like a leather hat or something. Or a hairband. Maybe in the feathered cap. A couple different options. Nope. Don't see any holes in this room. Cloak of evasion. Castle's too big. Elfin elixir. when I didn't have to craft. What did the elfin elixir do again? I totally forget. Fully restores MP. Prince Charles shook off one of my colleagues and ran back to his room. It was odd he went so quietly in the first place. He was obviously plotting to run away again all along. Huh? I really messed up this time. I was upstairs, so I couldn't respond quickly enough when the prince ran away. He wasn't in his room, so maybe he went out on the second floor roof and crossed over to the west wing of the castle. Alright, so we're back at the prince's room. I don't know if I went over this way. So many places. Definitely didn't come here. So I guess I came up here and then I went to the prince's room there and then... Oops. Mercury's bandana. So I'm assuming, I don't know if this is going to be an accessory or... It's going to be like a helmet with some agility. It is a helmet. It's better than what I'm using, plus it gives me some extra agility. It's my current agility, just to get an idea. 81 right now. Extra 15 agility on top of that. I'll take it. Hey, Hunter. Thanks so much. How you going? Alright, was that other recipe? It was like Scholar Specs plus a hat. Take off the specs for now, I guess. Woo-boo. Oops. Alright, let's see here. Let's try the leather cap first. No. Leather cap, maybe? This color is cap. Yeah, feathered cap. No. Running out of choices here. Would be something that we haven't bought too. Tiara. So we have hat-wise, bronze helmet, slang crown would be unlikely. So would the Mercury's bandana. Can't be the fur helm. It's not the bunny ears. Let's try the stone hard hat. Doesn't sound logical, but probably need another hat. I doubt it'd be like an iron helmet. But it's becoming less and less likely combinations here. Squirrel hairpin is technically a hat, or maybe that. Nope. I mean, logically, it'd be something that probably looks like a scholar's cap. And the other things look like they would be scholar's caps. I'll have to check the shop, see if there's anything new in the shop. Oops. It's a very narrow balcony. Seems like a really big ass door to go to a little tiny balcony like that. Integer, thank you so much. Right. Let's go send Munchie. Munchie? Is that his name? Let's go send him in. Oh, one more place to visit here. Let's go see Rapunzel and her gigantic tower. What the hell? Nothing. Sounds like there's a bit of commotion going on downstairs. What happened? Of course, it had to be the prince. I don't know why I bothered asking, really. All this nonsense. It's hard to keep on serving him. I know, right? Alright, Munchie, you got this. Sounds like everybody's done with the prince's shit. His dad just wants, like, he just wants an heir. He doesn't give a damn. He knows his kingdom's gonna be gone, will go to shit once he passes away. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be dead, I don't care. Ribbit? I guess we just send the lizard in there to scare the prince away. Well, appears to be the room below. Look through it. It's simply cannot fathom my father would just accept my decision and stop trying to force me to undergo the ridiculous initiation. It's absurd to expect me to go through the royal hunting ground all my own defeated lizard. Lizard. The name alone is enough to give me the willies. The world would be a much better place without them, in my opinion. Oops. Yep. Just drop a stick of dynamite in there. Oh, dude, just fall in a damn hole. It's kind of hard to aim this properly. Oh, come on! Son of a bitch. I have to, like, stay further away so I can, like...
Is there something on my head? Ah! Ah!
Prince really needs to pee.
Ick! A lizard! What's it doing here? Get it out! Get it out!
Get it out, get it out. Good job, Munchie. What a terrible scream from the room below. It sounds like it must have been Prince Charles. Mouse. I do wish the prince would know when to stop this tomfoolery and get on with initiation like he's supposed to. Hopefully he'll have learned by now that trying to run away or hide just won't work. Hopefully. That's where he was hiding. Poor Prince Charles was seized by the soldiers the second he ran out of the room. You know what they said? If only it wasn't for that lizard, he could have stood there for at least 3 days. When Prince Charles ran out of that room, it was quite the most hysterical panic. He really must hate lizards. Alright, so we can go back to see the king now. I can remember how to get back to the king. I was ordered to wait here for some reason. I wonder if there's something to do with the initiation. Maybe that rumor about having guards go along and protect the prince is true. Hey Brock, thank you so much.
Ah, perfect timing. Allow me to introduce my son. This is Prince Charles, the future king of Argonia.
May God have mercy on its soul.
What is all this, father? Why are you wasting my time with this whiff-waff?
They're going to protect you during the initiation. They will need to know who you are.
Initiation? Who said anything about the initiation? I don't recall agreeing to that. I hate lizards. How many times do I have to tell you?
Listen carefully, Charles. Enough is enough. I am aware of your aversion to the initiation, but it remains your duty to complete it. You won't be able to marry Princess Medea until you prove your worth.
Well, I don't care about getting married anyway.
You're making a mistake, Charmles. I hear Princess Medea is, well...
She's very homely.
Va! Va! Boom!
Boom indeed. Too bad she's not wearing her, like, bunny girl outfit.
You understand what I'm saying.
Wow!
And Princess Medea isn't very va-va-boom from what we've seen. She's more like, you know, ironing board than Rocky Mountains.
Now, have you reconsidered?
You can leave me out of this, thank you.
Anyway, my son, do you realize what people say about you behind your back? This is your chance to prove yourself, to show the world you are a man. These people can assure your safety. Well, Charmles, do you accept?
Yes? Wait, no. I mean, oh, I don't know.
I heard a yes. That's my
It's
prince.
good enough for me.
I'll ensure that everyone believes you're doing it on your own. You will leave now. Hide yourself in the wagon at the city gates and await your bodyguards.
Right now?
Chancellor, accompany Charmles to the gate. The prince is leaving for his initiation. Summon the royal guards. The prince must have a fittingly ostentatious send-off. Remember, he is leaving on his own.
Uh-huh.
It shall be as you wish, Your Majesty.
But wait! I'm not ready yet!
Off at last. I wish you luck. And remember, your mission is top
He does
secret.
not. He knows this kingdom is absolutely doomed when he passes away.
Charmles will explain the details of the initiation himself. Fulfill my request, and you have my word that the magic mirror shall be yours.
Alright, let's go fight a lizard. I know, right? Luckily, they found the only blind painter in the kingdom. There's no hats here that would make sense for that. Let's check the other shops. Future Vargonia lies in your hands now. Please make sure you don't let us down. How
That
dare you?
stinky old wagon is far too small for me. Maybe
mean,
I
it
could
is.
stretch my legs if you got rid of that worthless pot. Good grief! What's that? What kind of people are you traveling with a freak like that?
Here, Grandad.
You'd have bitten my head off if I said something like that.
I'm a king, you half-witted twat.
It's a good imitation there, Yangus.
Come a little closer. Look at us. Don't you see?
We can't tell him his fiancée has turned into a horse. Much better to keep the truth a secret for now. Make sure everyone knows to keep it under their hats. Prince Charmless! What is our destination?
It's Charmley, you clot. Just head east. Eventually we'll come to the royal hunting ground. That's where the initiations take place. Oh, and before I forget...
Probably not a Freudian slip. Some lizard humor. Guess that keeps him from running away.
This vial contains a powder that masks human scent. You must sprinkle it on yourselves before we enter the royal hunting ground. Argon lizards are very sensitive to smell. If they get wind of our unmasked scent, they'll run away. In other words, we've got to smell like lizards to fight lizards. I'm supposed to be doing this by myself, so I shall be staying in the wagon until we arrive. I'll alight upon arrival, and we shall then proceed on foot. Now get a move on, you lazy rascals!
The princess is so lucky. I wonder if she says anything if I go to the mystical spring now. Aw. Guess we gotta walk over there. Hey, Mr. J, thank you so much. How's it going? I'm gonna go to the Mystical Spring just to see. This with the agility boost now, Lan's probably gonna use his boomerang right away. Instead of like attacking last like all the time. It's a slowman. I wonder if I should buy one of these just to see if it's used in a recipe. I don't want to buy things just in case, but like I'm sure it's going to be used for something. Because it's pretty crap compared to the stuff I have access to at this point. But if I see anything where it's like hard shell or something like that, that's if I remember it even exists. I say, where do you think you're going? Royal Hunting Ground is due east of Argonia. You're entirely in the wrong direction, you incompetent fool. Doesn't let you go to the spring. Boo. Yeah, I guess we can... I guess, yeah, this only shows the ones we've quote-unquote collected, not the ones we've seen in the shops, right? Yeah. So, just seeing in the shop doesn't count. Surprised they let us go. Oh. It's facing the wrong way. Let's go further than I expected in this direction. It's confusing because it's like it's turning us around, but doesn't look like we're being turned around. I know, right? Just accidentally forget to protect them. Angelo just accidentally, shoots an arrow in the wrong direction. Going the wrong way. Now goes the ambition. Good old Koei games. Yeah, I'm sure it's definitely not the first time that's happened in history. Way more than 50. Probably. Oops. This way. By polite discussion, obviously. Almost there. My problem with this is that cure slime can end up curing these metal slimes. Maybe we'll get lucky. Only 1 damage. I hate when I use Metal Slash and only get 1 damage. You know, at least the one we attacked was the only one that stuck around. It's only 1,000 XP, but thanks. I'll take 1,000 XP. Very word for the internet. Maybe people had things to do, but yeah. Less brain rot for one thing. Hey, Black Rose, thank you so much. Yeah, TV slop, yeah. I mean, before TV and stuff. Playing dumb games, yeah. Happy Sunday, Black Rose. Ghouls. I think a Staff of Divine Wrath would do more damage to ghouls. Use your sexy beam on the ghoul. Death by sexy beam. Thanks, Ariana. Feather-brained rascals. You forgot to use the lizard humor I gave you, didn't you? I tell you that you wouldn't be able to get close to a lizard without it. Now do as you're told and stop wasting my time. I figured it would be automatic. Use. Scent of lizard fills the air. Lizard smell. I know, right? Ride this horse. This will be what it's like to ride the princess. Tachosaurus. I mean, with the saddle, obviously. What were you thinking? Measure. Weird spot for mini metal. A tree in the middle of nowhere. I hate when they have like them ungrouped, so you can't use group attacks. So annoying. I know, right? I'd go nuts, though. A ketchup keg. I mean, that's just the right amount of ketchup for one person. Eight hours a day, every day, yeah. It would be like people who do playtesting in video games. I wouldn't want to do that as a job. I'd go nuts. Sounds cool. It's like, man, I get to play games every day, and then, you know, a month earlier, like, damn it, I gotta play more games. Not only that, you gotta play the same game over and over and over. I don't know how the hell speedrunners do it. I would go absolutely insane speedrunning a game over and over and over and over and over forever. Definitely take some mental fortitude, the absolute least. Yeah. You also like speedrun like all the Dragon Quest games back to back. Well, there's always gonna be new bad games. There's never a deficit of bad games. I mean, I guess most bad games nowadays are probably like digital only. You don't really get as many physical releases because, you know, game probably has to have a little bit of quality to warrant a publisher spending money for physical release, but definitely doesn't. There's definitely still a good amount of bad games coming out. Challenge Marathon Runner, yeah. Some Z3 randomizer. Well, randomizers, I wouldn't really call that speedrun. At least you're playing, like, let's say a game you enjoy, but with, like, you know, randomized stuff, so you're getting a different experience each time. Just doing the exact same thing constantly, just no. No, I'm good. I think, especially like trying to do like a speedrun of like an RPG or something that's like multiple hours long. Then you get like, you know, 3 hours in, and then you just get some bad RNG. It's like, all right, that runs over. Let me restart. It's like, no. Say, Lan, show me what is you've got there. Well, a Slamengo, eh? She also said that Argon lizards absolutely adore these. A sleeping lizard will wake up with the slightest whiff of one, apparently. I suppose that's proof enough. So we gotta bring it to that dude over there. Yeah, no. 24-hour streams definitely would be well beyond me. Gotta do Suikoden 3 speedruns with fast beforehand. It's like 13 to 15 hours only. Skippable cutscenes. Wow. Yeah, I guess if you fast, you don't need to go to the bathroom, right? That just seems like too much of a toll on your body for something stupid like that. Definitely not worth it. Let's see. She is nowhere near anything. 12 away from staves and 9 from the sex appeal. I guess we'll raise staves. There's 6 points. Gotta keep our sex appeal at 69. Hello, dragon. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, dehydrating yourself is just not a good idea. Like, food you can go for a while. Like, you can go for, like, a week plus without food in like, an emergency situation kind of thing, right? Water, yeah, you go for, like, 2 days without water, you're basically dead. Yeah, I mean, I do 12 hours on these streams. It's like they're high impact or anything, but 12 hours is basically my limit. Any more than that, I'm like struggling to keep my eyes open. Oh yeah, going another for 12 hours, yeah, that's easy to do. I'll have like breakfast and then have like dinner, skip lunch kind of thing. It's pretty standard. Yeah, there's that too. Wait, you don't wake up in the middle of the night to go eat some food? Eat a full course meal? Yeah. So people can sleep more than like 6 hours, what? Depends on your clock. Some people can definitely go for much shorter, but yeah. In general, people definitely sleep for a lot less than they should. Or can sleep too much. What were they, who were they, surveying? Toddlers? Power naps are awesome. Just don't do them when you're in the middle of driving. Hey, McCall. How's it going? Yeah. Little people and toddlers. The average American sleeps for 10 hours a day. To 6 to 7 hours. I mean, depends on your brain chemistry and all that stuff, but it's a lot of different factors, of course. The biggest problem is like people don't just go to sleep, right? I mean, they'll go to bed, they're gonna doom scroll for like an hour, and then yeah, you go to sleep with that. That's the problem. Not just the sleeping part. Sleep deprivation is just doing all the other shit well, like around the sleeping time. Yeah, old, you're ancient. Yeah, I must be like a week from retirement. JRPG terms. Trying to revive his buddy. Once the sun's up, you can't go back to sleep. You're a reverse vampire. Never ever say you're a week from retirement. Oh, what's gonna happen? This is Norderland. Lure that lizard out for me immediately. I want to finish exploring before I do anything with these lizards. Heal. I'm gonna land attack last there. He's got that 15 bonus agility with that hat. That sounds cold even in summer. I mean, it's kind of like parts of Canada. Why is it lagging so much? Got this, Prince. One damage. Of course he flees. Is there like the weird stuck pixel when he's stationary there? Ow. Like that one weird stuck pixel. That was like why is my screen dirty? It's like staying in the same spot. It's really odd. Thought maybe it was like a nipple for a second. It's like, wait a second, it's staying in the same spot. Very odd. Yeah, I know, right? Contains an argon heart.
So, this is an argon heart, but it's so small. Looks like the argon lizards aren't anything to worry about after all. We'll have to keep hunting lizards until we find one big enough to do justice to my heroism.
Yeah, I was wondering, it's like there's multiple lizards, so probably they're going to get us to kill more.
This from a guy who runs at the slightest hint of danger. Don't make me laugh.
Then we're going to end up killing the entire population. Like, you fool! Everyone loves Charmless. They do indeed. Oops. I wonder if we get encounters while we're carrying this thing. Like carrying the dragon egg in Monster Hunter. Sephiroth! Donkey Quack Quack, thanks so much for the 9 months of awesome support. Let's go this past Sunday. Special boss encounter. That would be cool if somebody... Like, we still haven't seen, like, a green dragon. Like, 50... I mean, I guess we are technically fighting dragons, stuff like the Hackzilla and stuff like that, but... It's a serious lack of dragons for a game called Dragon Quest. What? No. Like, why did I throw that? I guess it's just automatic. Look, there's one. Nargon lizard. It's sound asleep too. Other than that, you suppose you could lure it out somehow? Well, I did have the thing, but then you just, like, interrupted me with a cutscene. Jesus. Yeah, searching for quests isn't a good idea. You got this, Prince. It's been great. The dragon just like one-shotted the Prince. No buff for you, Prince. Nerve. Yeah. Or if it's actually possible to like defeat the lizard in one turn so he doesn't run away. I mean, I guess if you did a whole bunch of metal slime grinding. That's annoying.
No, this is no good either. We need to find a bigger one. The only way I'll get the respect I deserve is by returning with the biggest Argon heart the world has ever seen. So, we're going to keep going until we find one big enough to take back. Do I make myself clear?
Why don't we just take your heart back? That's all we can find, sir. This is a human heart. Yep. Where's my son? Yep. The only one's just gonna run away and bring a thing with them. I know, right? I found a good actor to make him sound stuck up, like a stuck-up snob. Yeah, British Eric Hartman. Respect my authority. They're complaining the anger in the streets. Father, dare it run away. Don't these lizards realize I want to get this tiresome chore out of the way and return to the castle? Come to think of it, the chancellors did say something about approaching them from behind as not writing them off. Yeah, imagine it must suck as an actor, though. Next thing you know, you're just getting typecast as the villain, because that's what you're best known as a villain. Yeah, true. So you get some jobs. Treasure? Another dragon scale. Let's see if we can make that dragon scale whip thingy. Jesus and the faster, no saint. That was the snake skin whip, I think. Yeah. Go. Got any emergency? It's like, yeah, we don't have anybody else. You'll do. I like how fast the lightning rod is, just like instant. Hits everything. Let's see, it's pretty far from everything. Swords is 14, courage is 12, so... let's put it towards swords. 7 away from next level. Be wary quiet. We're hunting wizards. No damage. Couldn't have poisoned the prince. So he dies off screen. It's wizard season. No, it's weapon season. I can always check the bestiary. If there's a question mark, that means it's an enemy I haven't encountered yet. Although this isn't technically considered the overworld, this is like a dungeon, so I doubt they would throw like any named monsters in here. On Safari, yeah. Gotta find that scyther. Alright, Yangus, humanity's 4 points away, so let's get that. Let's get close. I'm assuming this is like the second last level. And then I'll probably need 99 humanity to max it out. Points in the club. 8 points away for that one. Comes a big box. A big boss. Kerplunk. Is this one gonna be massive?
No, no, no! This
Wait,
won't do. It isn't big enough to impress Father or anyone else, for that matter.
Where did the Argonian lizard run away there? How did we get his heart and then
If only
it's
there were
still
some
alive?
more Argon lizards, then we could fight them all and see if we got a bigger one.
Mega Man 5, now for 6.
But Those bothersome lizards keep running away and hiding when they see me coming. I'm just too intimidating for my own good. Ah!
Haha.
Someone's pleased with himself. How much longer have we got to babysit this sissy?
Anyway, I'm hungry now. Servants, the day's hunt is over. Find level ground and prepare a campsite for my night's repose.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure at that point it still wouldn't be getting up and running away. I'm assuming it's probably just like some sort of gem or something like that. Maybe it coughs it up if you beat him up enough. So it's like some sort of stone that just like they puke out. They call it a heart because it's like, you know, it looks like a small heart. Yeah. Where they just poop it out. It's like those cats that eat the coffee beans there, and they poop out some coffee beans that sells for a lot of money. Already spent the night on the mountaintop. Hey, Jaren, thanks so much. That looks comfortable. It's like on a blanket. Yeah, he's riding the princess.
Giddy up. Do as I say.
Oh my. When your father said you'd be riding the princess soon, he didn't mean like this, buddy.
Giddy up. Go. Listen to me, you stupid beast.
Prince, please restrain yourself. Medea is, I mean...
Just that shadow there just makes it look so much worse. The sound in the princess and the shadow. Prince, what are you doing to the princess? Oh my god. Think of the children.
My horse isn't accustomed to being ridden. Come on now. Down from my horse at once, you fat oaf.
Shut up. I'll show you how to break in a horse. Stupid animal. Maybe a little pain will teach you. Ah! Calm down. Stop bucking. Stop. I'm going to fall. Whoa.
And he became a quadriplegic from then on. The end.
I'll whip some manners into you. You stubborn beast. You should be honored to have a taste of my crop. I'll teach you some proper respect for your rider.
That's my horse. Stop this at once. I simply cannot allow you to harass her any further. If you must strike something, strike me instead.
So, the horse is that important to you? Fine. Your wish is granted. Prepare to accept her punishment.
Oi, Gav! We got one! We got one! I was picking me nose. I was picking me some flowers when I saw it. A blooming giant. One of them lizards.
Freaking me nuts.
Did you hear that? It's the cry of an argon lizard. Forget the stupid horse. We've got to catch that lizard.
Where is it? It's a big boy. You got this, Prince. So close. Oh, I couldn't have killed them. I love how we purposely don't buff the prince. I wonder how much health he actually has. Like, is it possible for him to even die? A little bit of damage there. Rip. $2,800 XP. A big Argon heart.
This is it! This is exactly what I needed! This will show Father and his servants!
I love how they always have to show the lizard going away. It's like, you didn't kill him. You know, you don't have to send PETA against us.
I can just see their faces now!
But in the original Japanese version, they didn't have that.
They'd better, after all I went through to get it. Servants, back to the castle!
That's why he was so pissed. He had to pass that thing. Assume we can't just zoom out of here, right? Oh, we can. Yep. We'd be lucky now they'll have the bazaar going in town.
Home at last! It feels like a lifetime since we left on our epic journey. What's this?
Hooray, bazaar.
Flags are up. Oh, the bazaar is on. It must have started while we were away. I'm going to do a little shopping before I go back to the castle. Dismissed.
Let me guess, he's gonna trade the Argon heart for something. Was that Prince Charmless running by then? So does that mean he completed the initiation? What's that Prince Charmless running over towards the Bazaar tents just now? Don't you think he's chickened out of the initiation, do you? Bazaar only takes place once a year, so if there's anything you like, you should make sure you buy it now. Some of the things on sale can only be found here, you know. So now's not the time for penny pinching. If you see something you want, you better take the plunge. Get a gold ring. Should get one of those, so we can probably need 2 of those. One for the Ring of Awakening, and possibly the Ring of Unity if my assumption of it being similar to the Ring of Awakening. Scholar's specs. Well, if I find the recipe for that other Scholar's thing. Problem is, we don't have a lot of money. Let's buy 2 of these, because I don't know. Go check the other stalls. Hey, Bell Sorcerer, thank you. Of course, we'd need to buy another one of those, Oops, need to go buy another one of those dream things. We want to make a Ring of Awakening. Which I don't think I really need to make one, especially not for the cost of that thing. Silk Bustier. Is that visible armor? Magic armor. Magic shield. Magical hat. Well, there's going to be something to combine with those specs. A whole bunch of magic things. Magic armor, magic shield. Maybe those are the magic pieces we need for that bandit skirt thing. But way out of my price range. I mean, I don't know if I can go to the bank. Was there a bank in this town? Or this town had one? So I have 15,000 in the bank right now. Sir. I need to buy this to see if it's visible, but there's no way they would make that visible. Oh, a lot of people want it to be played, I guess. Even though it's like so close. Alright, I need to check the weapons. Not happy at all. This is a bazaar. The whole idea of bazaar is you can bargain people down. I'm sorry, madam, but I have business to run. Bazaar or no bazaar, I can't afford to lower the prices any further. Don't you realize who I am? I'm the Chancellor's wife. If you refuse to reduce the price this instant, I'll have your stall shut down. That's right, threaten the shopkeeper. You be well heeled, but she's as tight as a dangerous bustier. Fancy trying to get a reduction on medical herbs. In all my years, I've never seen anyone try to knock down the price on them. It's the first year selling cooking spices. I thought it'd worth a go, and I was right. Stuff is selling like hotcakes. I'm gonna bring even more to sell next year. Come on, new boomerang. Come on, new club. Ooh, razor wing boomerang. Where's my current boomerang? What the hell? How is my, like, friggin' boomerang I made, like, 1,000,000 years ago still, like, the strongest boomerang I have access to? This could be good to kill if I'm fighting undead, I guess, but... Warhammer. Alright, we need that. Falcon knife. Oh wait, no, right now I'm using my sword, right? Yes, that razor wing boomerang would be an upgrade. I wonder if that's what the the edged boomerang would turn into. So I may be able to craft it, but I'm trying to figure out a recipe for that. It'd be the edge boomerang. It's called razor wings, so maybe a wing. But I already tried. I tried like a chimera wing and a bat wing. But it's also razor, so maybe something sharp. Steel, it's strong and rare? Yeah, maybe. I definitely want to buy that boomerang. And the weapon shop said you can make really cool axe by getting the moon's blessing on a normal golden axe. There we go. So we don't have a golden axe, but we do have a moon's blessing. I think that's that moon's thing. The golden axe. We do have a recipe for a blunt axe. That's like the gold nugget plus an iron axe. That makes sense to be a recipe for the golden axe. So 1 second, guys. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, back. Sorry about that. Alright, Moon's Blessing. Plus Golden Axe. Cool Axe. Alright. Has there been any games you played during challenge you enjoyed so much you'd like to replay? Not really. I mean, for me, usually when I play games, I'm one and done. I'm not somebody who goes back and replays the same game over and over, unless it's a game that's kind of designed that way. But most of the games I've replayed, I mean, out of, not necessarily necessity, but like they added some extra stuff. Like Final Fantasy VII, I've replayed a few times, the original one, when they added like trophy support and like re-releases, that kind of stuff, for RPG Quest. But I usually don't go back and replay games I've played to completion. Especially since there's so many games to play out there, I'm not gonna just keep replaying old stuff. I'm assuming the Lunar's Blessing is this thing here. Moon's Mercy, probably. There's always a winner. We've got loads of weapons and armor you can never get hold of anywhere else. So I'm wondering if all the stuff that they have for sale are things that you can actually just make. Like me potting ding while I was gone. I'm assuming this thing doesn't cook when you're not moving. It's probably based on step count and everything. Watch out for dodgy traders selling stolen goods. They charge ridiculous prices, so you're better off not dealing with them. Step right up, step right up. If you want something unique, this is the place. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Once it's sold, it's sold. Some rendered powder, fresh milk, some mold. Yeah, definitely an amazing selection at this shop. She carries the same shit as normal. King's been out on the balcony with his looking glass again today. He must be worried about the prince. There's a little girl selling Yggdrasil leaves in that tent over there. She won't sell you more than one, though. Let's beat her up and take all the leaves. 1,000 gold coins. That's not fair. Boo-hoo. Great, made her cry. He's always on the balcony looking across town with some weird glasses. I wonder if he has lost something. King over there. Came here to do a bit of shopping in the mistress, but I'm so embarrassed I wish the ground would swallow me up whole. No idea she'd like to barter so much. I even tried to knock down the price of medicinal herbs, but they're so cheap they're almost free anyways. I nearly died. I really wonder if we can come back here later. Probably sell some stuff, but I know we can sell this. Can't alchemize those. Should be able to sell these ones. I don't want to sell anything. But I need some monies. Alright, let's go to the church and then we can go see if we can, like... We can go to the bank and back. I think there was another bank somewhere else. Was it the casino? Maybe it was in this town. Yeah, I win. Morse give you the ability to fight your own team. No, I never thought of fighting my own team. Do they give good experience? Imagine if I ever found like a like I'm assuming there's like one of every type of monster available as a like a named monster. I've yet to see like a metal slime or metal babble, but I could see that being a thing potentially. Get a team with those and then fight them. For items? Not sure about items. Maybe the... I mean, I guess for gold, if I put that gold golem, because we do have the gold golem. I'll have to try that. Yeah, I never actually tried fighting my team. Let's see, I don't think I ever went in this room. Mini medal. Yeah, I should try just for the hell of it, see if we even get anything out of it. For curiosity's sake. Obviously make like a weaker team, because that current team could kick my ass right now. That would be a very difficult team to fight. Oh yeah. I guess you didn't find the enemies you needed for them, or didn't bother. See if it lets us zoom out of here. Where was the bank? There's one in the Minnie's castle. Yeah, I didn't think so. No zoom for us. I really hope this isn't like the one and only time the bazaar is here, because I really want those things in that weapon merchant. I shouldn't have spent my money on those other things. There was definitely a another bank nearby somewhere, but it must have been in not Pickham, in Backrat. Let us leave, yeah. Don't you think we should tell Charmless about it's time we go back to Castle Land? Did Pickham have one too? I think there was one in Pickham. I think there was Princess Minnie's Castle and probably Backrat. I know there's one recently. Is the prince? He's totally buying something legit and above board right now, I'm sure. I think I'd be able to ship that loot for so much. Who says crime doesn't pay? Oh, never mind that, eh? Business is business. Got plenty of other stuff for sale. Why don't you have a gander? Wow, medicinal orders for $24. There's a prayer ring. 9,000 bucks. Some cheap weed.
There you are, and you've arrived just in time. Without further ado, allow me to present my new Argon Heart. The biggest you ever saw.
Let me guess, you traded the other one for this one, right?
I mean, you've seen a real Argon Heart for yourselves. You can tell this is no fake. I suppose you're wondering where I acquired it. Well, as luck would have it, one of the peddlers was selling one.
It only cost me my own heart.
Service is our motto. We got's another if you got's the money.
Another? One is quite enough. Anyway, you can keep the Argon Heart from the Royal Hunting Ground for yourselves. I'm going to take this one back to the castle. You'll stay quiet about this, of course. And once the bazaar moves on, I won't need to worry about that peddler telling anyone. It's a flawless plan.
Wow.
Well, this is farewell. I'm off to the castle. Drop by sometime if you'd like to see the adoration on my subjects' faces firsthand. Ta-ta!
Hey, Draconic Dude. How's it going? Thank you so much.
Oh, Charles. What have you done?
Oh, Charmels. Zoom out. Nope. Really hope the bazaar doesn't go away. At least before we go back and get some money. I definitely don't have enough stuff to sell to be able to afford this stuff. Because this one... Okay, so it's a sharp steel edge. So it's probably the edge boomerang, something with a sharp steel edge. And the fact it has wing... So I'm thinking the boomerang with either a chimera wing or bat wing, and then something with a sharp steel edge. There's like a sickle. Assuming this is even craftable, but I think like the chain whip is something I crafted. I think this might be craftable, so maybe all these are craftable. Yeah, concur. Thank you so much. But obviously this one here, I mean, if this one's craftable, then I wouldn't even know, considering most of the hammers are not like usable in recipes, so 67 is make another Mercury's bandana. I can sell some of the cheese I'm not using. That would make me a couple thousand. Iron armor I could sell. There's a couple things I could sell, but slime crown, maybe 6,000 bucks right there. I probably can't get any more of those. There was his bow. And we can make another one of those, because we do have another garter belt and another hunter. So that right there is a potential. I just hope it doesn't go away. Yeah, I don't know where to start with this many people to pick and choose from. Can't wait for tonight to roll around. Half-naked man. He came in with me with an axe. I'm sure his number was up. On the shores of Lake Argonne, middle of the night. Oh yeah, that's the dude we fought. I think he's actually part of our monster team right now. He was like double attacking. Yeah, this hoodwink guy. That's what he's talking about. I guess NPCs will have like some vague information about NPCs running around. Of the named enemies, I should say. It's an undiscovered island. Well, I found it. It's full of metal bevels. Isn't that just so romantic? How's that romantic? Just like my husband. He's got no idea when it comes to romance either. Sure. I need to agree. Travelers always have a bit of romantic side to them. Can't go at a time like this. I'm far too excited. So I'll celebrate the safe return of the prince. It's as big as a jar. No, a barrel. Ah, Prince Charmless brought an argon heart that big. It's true, I tell you. I saw it. The argon heart the prince had was as big as a salamango. I'm not neglecting my work. Oh no, I'm trying to figure out the size of argon heart the prince brought back from the initiation. Prince Charmless brought back an argon heart that big. A coward like him? No way. Learn to lie, at least make it believable. It's true, I saw it for myself. It was even bigger than your helmet. What if that argon heart the prince brought back with him is real? Not that I'm doubting him or anything. Totally not a cheap piece of glass or anything. I know I'll get to see it eventually, but I can hardly wait. I really want to get a look at that argon heart the prince brought back.
Prince Charmles, please show us the argon heart you obtained.
Why, it's enormous!
I've never seen such a big argon heart before. It must be the biggest in the history of the initiation.
He must have slain quite an argon lizard to get a heart of that size.
Prince Charmles, present the argon heart, symbol of your bravery and worthiness, to King Clavius.
No. Wait. Charmles, do you swear before the almighty goddess that you obtained this argon heart from an argon lizard slain by your own hand?
Of course, Father.
Oh my. Swearing in front of the almighty goddess.
Because even if, for example, you were assisted by others in battle, I would still recognize your claim to the throne. But if you obtained it by any other means, I could not recognize your right to the throne. Is that perfectly clear?
Yes, of course. I fought the lizard with my own hands, and a frightful beast it was, too.
Very well. Then I congratulate you. I accept this argon heart as proof of your true character.
Busted. What's you, Lan? What do you think? Assume you saw the moment of my glory. What a feeling. Watching everyone who used to disparage me for having eat their words is most refreshing. Ha ha ha. Aragon Heart the prince brought back was that big. The lizard he defeated to get it must have been a giant. Wow, that's huge. I can't believe Prince Charmless managed to get hold of something that so big. Ah, it's you. Thank you for all your hard work from before. Go and ask the king for your reward. Make sure you keep all this hush-hush like we agreed, alright? A secret path behind the throne. Thought I heard some, like, rushing water. For like a split second there, that was weird. Dragon Tail Whip. Alright. Okay, we don't have a golden axe yet. Yes, let's try the... Let's see if my idea of this weapon here with the... the golden ring. See if that makes an alchemy or a ring of immunity. It's making something. I'm gonna try the magical hat with the specs as well. Alright, where's the king at now? Such relief the initiation is out of the way was causing a real headache before. Your help was invaluable. Don't worry, your secret's safe. I'm one of the ones who are meant to be in the know. This ancient world treasure dates back all the way to the God-burdened Imperia's time. But where is it? The room in the corner, this is a royal vault, but no one's allowed in without explicit permission from the king. When the old wizard was here, he did a lot of research into the treasures housed in the royal vault. Then his eyes went, so he left the castle and went to live deep in the forest to the west of here. He's become a bit of a hermit, really. There's the king, my magic mirror. I attended one of the bazaars a long time ago with monsters on show, but their keeper was so cruel. Poor things being treated like that. The little wizard in the castle paid out a fortune to take them off his hands. Plus, he found it too upsetting to watch. When he left the castle some time later, the monsters went with him. Lives in sort of hermit life now in the western forest. Where is the king? The place right up in the north where it's so cold all year round that even your snot freezes up. next I get the chance to take some holiday, I'm going to see the old wizard in the Western Forest. He used to work here at the castle, and he's the most senior of us all, but now he's retired. Seems like everybody's mentioning that wizard, so I want to go back and see him after. We need to go back and get the princess some water. See if she mentions anything about getting ridden by the prince there. Apparently the princess is going to use the Argon heart he won in the bride's wedding ring. It's so huge. Her finger's sure to break if she has to wear that thing. Where are you, king? He's hanging out of the treasure room. I never tired looking at it. It's so nice to see the town buzzing like this. Need to find the big boy wonderland. Oh, there he is. Didn't even leave the room.
I saw my son take an Argon heart from one of the merchants. Did you even take him to the royal hunting ground? I saw everything from up here. You must tell me the truth. Out with it! I see. So this is the Argon heart he obtained with your help. Why didn't he simply show it to me? I would not have cared about the size. I fear this means Charmles is far too immature to take the throne, or a wife. However, that is a matter between Charmles and myself. You did a fine job in taking him to the royal hunting ground. The magic mirror is in the royal vault on the 4th floor. You are free to take it whenever you wish. I have already instructed the guards to admit you. And
Hooray.
I will take this Argon heart. It might prove useful when I need to remind Charmles of his foolhardiness.
Well, hopefully that means the marriage is annulled between the prince and Medea. Unless she likes being whipped with a crop, in which case, well, she found her Prince Charming. Also, Bobozo Floridon, thank you so much. Don't kick shame. It seemed to be unconsensual though when he was doing it, so who knows. Devil's Tail. Why is that in the Royal Treasure Room? There's an item that can make things cursed. Mini Medal. The Royal Jewels. Magic Mirror. Royal Treasure of the Kingdom of Argonia. Take it? No. A battle fork? Assuming that's a spear of some kind. It's a weapon for Kina. Oh, a magical hat. Oh, I guess the one we bought was useless. I mean, it's still an upgrade, I guess I could use it. Shouldn't use the safe name. Shouldn't use the safe Winnie. Hooray, magic mirror obtained.
Ah, you've brought the magic mirror, if I'm not mistaken. May I have a look?
I'm hideous.
That's odd. I don't sense any magic at all. Bereft of its magic power, it's no different from a normal, everyday mirror.
Gee, I wonder who we're going to have to go see to restore it.
Could someone have snuck in and tampered with the mirror while it slumbered in the royal vault? No, surely not. Nevertheless, even without its magic, the mirror remains a priceless royal treasure. What's that? The magical power of the mirror is central to your errand, you say? I see. Let me think. The mirror itself does not appear to be damaged. In which case, you should be able to recharge the mirror, so to speak, by exposing it to the right kind of magic.
Yangus, put this down your pants.
That would restore its former power. The man who taught me was a wizard and an expert in magical treasures. I'm sure he would know how to re-energize the mirror. Unfortunately, he is retired. Now he spends his days in seclusion in his home deep in the western forest.
This is such a weird spot, just like this little tiny balcony. Like nothing here. There's no like hidden recipe. Need to go see that dude in Fairbury, see if he hit anything new. Alright, now we can zoom out of here finally. Alright, let's go see if we can go get some money. Come back here. Same thing. Brought one some. Or I guess one, she's talking about herself, the royal, like the royal weed. You brought one, some mini medals already. 53. Alright. So we'll see, try this with the iron axe and see if this gives us the golden axe for that Moon's Blessing thing. Also have to try that with the, no, I guess I don't have two, no, I do have two jeweled rings, but the one that's on what's-his-face. Oh, we get a meteorite bracer for free anyways. We're at 60. I guess I'll have to craft one. Maybe it wasn't here. I thought it was here for some reason, but yeah, maybe it is pick 'em. Alright, just give us the Ring of Immunity. Nice. That's what I figured. We can get that bandit axe that we'll never use. I guess I can try the golden axe right now. Actually, we also have the... Let's try these glasses with the... Because I can always buy another pair. They were selling them. First of all, let's see if I can even... Let's see if I can even go back there and still have stuff to buy. Hopefully the bazaar didn't finish right away. There's a bunch of things there that seemed like I could craft. I know. Especially before they give you access to your bank. It's like, here's a bunch of cool things. Oh, what? You didn't have money on you at that exact moment? Well, too bad. No cool things for you. It's really annoying when they have systems like this where you can't just like go to 20,000 and just automatically puts it to, you know, whatever your maximum is at that point. It's like, no, you gotta like manually put in the exact amount. I think I want to test first, just from the description of that razor wing boomerang. I might be able to figure out a recipe for it. Just gotta remember where... I think it was Port Prospect. There's like a steel sight. Because it mentions wing and mentions a steel edge. If you die. If you die, you lose half of your currently carried money. Typical Dragon Quest death penalty. Die as in your party gets wiped out, not just one of your characters. That's the main reason for the bank. Stuff doesn't go away if you die. No, there was something called a steel scythe. Where was that one? This one's iron. Don't remember exactly where it was sold though. Take them maybe? Over here, let's go turn in that ring of immunity. It wouldn't be the steel broadsword because I can't use that one in alchemy. Sure. Bind axe. Robe of Serenity. 6,000 coins. I was gonna say, like, did we not craft that before? Somebody using it right now? I don't know. I'm assuming that Jessica is using it right now. I could probably make another one, but what was the recipe for that? I don't remember. Let's sell it. Sandstorm Spirit, and then when we need that gritty stuff, we need the partisan and then that gritty stuff. Your happy hat. It's not something anybody was wearing, so it's fine with me. Something in my bag, I guess. I don't remember the recipe for that. I obviously made one at some point. Cloak of Evasion, blocks for shorts, so I can make another one. Oh yeah, I remember that one. It didn't seem like it was that good. So. Although it might be used in one of these other like recipes or whatever. So. Leather chap cap. Need some sand of some kind. Partisan we have to buy as well. Steel sight. How much is that boomerang? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe I can craft it, but if the steel scythe is 3,700, I can buy the boomerang for 3,700. So even if this was actually the recipe, where it's like this plus maybe a wing of some kind. I thought I had one of these in my inventory. Maybe I didn't. So let's just buy that boomerang. It was around the same price, maybe even cheaper actually. It was like 3,600. Hopefully the bazaar is still there. Might as well buy a Yggdrasil leaf as well. Still around. It would have been rude if they like took it away like as soon as you leave the town. It's just gone. Mr. Angelo. You said when Angelo's inventory. Yeah. Well, let's put on somebody who doesn't already have a revive. Put into like Yangus or somebody who actually has a decent chance of surviving. Make that golden axe. I'm assuming that's what the blunt axe is going to be. There's an iron axe plus gold nugget. It's not a nugget, it's clearly an ingot. Banded axe I picked up, is that any good at all? I guess it would have been an upgrade if, you know, if I wasn't getting that new weapon. Plus he gets the bonus damage with the clubs, so... Yeah, so if that steel sight is an ingredient for that, which I'm just assuming I can even craft this thing. It affects like steel edges. It looks kind of like an upgraded version of the Edge Boomerang. And it's got a wing. It was like 3,700 for the scythe. So even if I could craft this, it would cost me like $100 more just to buy it. There for now. Like this for Yangus. Kind of want a zombie bane just to be good if we're fighting like undead enemies, like bosses especially. But it's a lot of money. We hope we already have something better. It's a lot of money just for like something that I'll totally forget I have and not use when I fight an undead boss of some kind. Some heavy armor, silk bustier. Well, there's no point buying this because we're probably going to end up making that scholar's robe. Assuming I can figure out the recipe for the scholar cap. Magic armor is barely an upgrade. Magic shield. It's like 5. This one's probably the best one of the bunch. Oh, let's just buy this. This one is visible armor. I would totally buy it, but I kind of doubt it would be. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like part of a recipe or something. There was one... No, I already made that one. I was thinking there was one that was like a... there was a... private clothing or whatever, but we already made that. There's a recipe that was like a bunch of like magic items. Like magic item 1, magic item 2. So it could be like magical armor and magical shield, but it's very expensive to make that thing. I think it was like an axe or something like that. I was like, nah, I'm good. It's just a slight upgrade. Where's Land using right now that he's... Oh yeah, he's got that armor that was purified zombie mail or something, right? Magic shield. Angelo's using the white shield. This would be a bigger upgrade for Land. It gives us that spell reduction thing, which should always be good. Buy it. Alright, now we're broke. Let's go grind some gold golems. Like completely broke. Sorry, I don't have that poison blade anymore. Oops. I tried poison blade was actually pretty good because it had the oops. It seemed like it was guaranteed to do 1 damage to those metal items. Yeah, as long as, you know, they didn't dodge it or whatever. I haven't tried the Assassin's Dagger. I'm assuming that doesn't have the 1 guaranteed damage. How much damage does that new whip? Slightly more. I'm gonna lose like 50 mana if I do this, but whatever. Alright. Hey, Gargrimmer. How's it going? Alright, let's see if the princess mentions anything about about the events that just happened. I guess this is technically a free inn, too. I want to save some money. I want to save a whopping 16 gold.
I've been thinking a lot about Prince Charmless. I mean Charmles. He isn't anything like I imagined. What am I going to do? I must respect my grandmother's wishes. But do you think people can change after they get married? I know. I could also be quite self-centered when I was younger. Perhaps Prince Charmles will grow out of it too.
He won't. She didn't seem too peeved about him writing her like that, so maybe she liked it. That was just boys being boys. I want to go somewhere else and I forget what it was. I need to go see that old man. I was able to do that while I'm here at the Monster Arena. Good damage upgrade. He was doing like 40 something damage, now he's doing 60 something. Fix my mirror, old man.
Ah, if it isn't the people I met at the spring. Well, well. Let me see. Can I help you with something? What? But the magic mirror is a royal heirloom. And you say King Clavius gave it to you? Oh, well, well. Let me examine it then. Yes, this is it. The sun mirror. A quite unmistakable feel it has. I'll never forget the first time I touched it in Argonia.
It feels like my sleeve.
But, oh, yes, that's curious. It's lost all of its magic. Oh dear, I'm not being very clear, am I? You see, this mirror that you call the magic mirror is really called the sun mirror. But now that all its magic has been lost, you can't very well call it a magic mirror anymore.
What?
There was a bloke in a castle who said the same thing. That's why we're here to see you. Thought you could give us some dissertation.
A way to get magic back into the mirror. I remember hearing long ago about a spell of blinding light that was cast on the sun mirror.
Let me guess, we gotta go to the desert.
Gave it such tremendous brilliance. If the mirror has lost that magic now, perhaps casting the same spell could restore its magical properties. The problem is, I can't remember what the spell was. A spell that casts a blinding light. What a conundrum. Of course! The Sea Dragon spell.
A dragon in Dragon Quest?
Just north of this land, you will find a stone arch bridging the straits. A sailor once told me of a giant sea dragon in the waters there.
Note this on. That's just north of this land. Stone arch bridging the straits.
He said it cast a spell on him that left him blinded for a few moments. I suppose it's possible a bright light such as that could restore the magic to the mirror. You never know. It might just work. Try using the mirror to reflect the sea dragon's spell. Aha! Good luck.
Alright, so we gotta have the mirror equipped with Angelo, I guess. I'm assuming in the maybe like between the two lands. Never check see if there's like a. Well, I guess yeah, there would be a path between. I guess that one town that we saw that was blocked off there. It's probably underneath that town. Let's teleport to the. Seaview Church. Save. And what else I saved? And I'm so broke. I have 570 bucks to my name now. After spending all my cash in the in the bazaar. I need to go grind on some more of those golems. I should go see, just for the hell of it, if I go try to fight my own dudes, especially the gold golem, if they drop anything. Most likely not, though. I'd be very surprised. Before I do that, though, it's a good time for a quick break, so let me pause the timer here for a minute. I'm gonna go grab some food and stuff. We're gonna go take down the sea dragon. Go from there, so back in a few minutes. We'll continue on